Hey everyone, I wanted to show you the Makeup Revolution brushes today, and I'm going to do a review of them. I've used some of them on my face to do this look today, and I also wanted to do a bit of a comparison with some of my other brushes, and really it's about cost, etc. So I bought every single one of these brushes, and for delivery for delivery as well, at the time I paid £25, so I bought all 9 brushes. There are 5 face brushes, including a, oops, that's not the right one, including a concealer brush, and then there are 4 eye brushes. So I'll go through them individually, explain what they feel like and what they do, and explain a comparison to the ones I already use. So the first one I'll talk about is the Stippling Brush, and this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it'd be. It is soft. I've never used a stippling brush before, and admittedly I probably won't use it again. I used it to kind of bounce on my like bounce through my foundation, and yeah, I don't know, it's probably, I don't know if that's the right size. Every time I've seen stippling brushes they've been a lot bigger, so they are this particular one is very soft, but I'm not entirely sure what I'll use it for. So this is called the F103. This is the Face 103, and this is the stippling brush. If you use them regularly, then I would probably recommend this little one, because it's quite good for kind of getting into under the eye there. So yeah, I would maybe recommend that. But I usually use, so I don't use stippling brushes because I normally use, and I'll just show you a couple of the ones I've got. So I bought some off eBay, and I've got these sort of kabuki flat top brushes. They're really dense. I paid £6 for the whole set of 10. And I haven't had any hair fall out. I really like these. I use this one for blending my blending out my contouring, and I use this one for kind of blending out my concealer. So really like those two. So in comparison, I'm probably not going to use it because I've got those other ones. So secondly, let's go on to this one. Now this is a lovely fluffy face brush. This is the F104. I think, by the way, in terms of prices, I'll tell you what, I'll link the prices below because it's just going to take me too long if I go through prices as well. So this is a really lovely fluffy face brush. It is quite dense, it is quite nice, but actually compared to the one that I bought recently, which was a similar price, and I bought it in now where did I buy it? In TK Maxx, and this is the Elite Models powder brush, number 48, and this I bought in replacement for, well, not in replacement for, but just as an addition to my Eco Tools brush. So this is my Eco Tools brush. Now if you haven't had Eco Tools brushes before, they are really soft and really dense. This is the tapered one. I don't know whether you can see, it's like slightly tapered. So it is, I did used to use it for blush. I now use it for just putting my setting powder on. But it is getting a little old, and I wanted to get a new one. This Elite Models one is so soft sometimes that I wonder if it's actually doing anything, but I love it on my face. It feels very soft on my face and around my face. This one is good, and it is soft, but it's not as soft. I never understood what people meant when they meant a softer brush. It is nice. It does get into it does work, and it picked up a lot of product, which I liked, and didn't lose a lot of product. So I quite liked that. So that's the F104. That's the face brush. I quite like it. I mean, I can't compare it to anything in terms of expensive brushes, but I certainly can compare it to the brush collection that I have. So next one, this is the contouring brush, and this is the angled contouring brush, F105. So yeah, this, I've not got one of these. Okay, that's sort of a lie. I have one, but I don't use it for contouring. I literally use it. I've got one, which is, I bought a bamboo set. Where is it? And this is sort of, this one's not the angled one, actually. It's sort of similar. It's sort of angled. Yeah, you could sort of see an angle. This is the, it was from a bamboo set on eBay. And I love this brush for my blusher. I love it for my blusher. It picks it up, picks up all the products. You can still see there's quite a lot on there from earlier because I used a really nice blush today. This is very soft. This one is okay. It's a lot denser, and yes, I could get into, well, into there with it. Quite liked using it, but I prefer when it comes to contouring. I really like this shape brush, which is the Real Techniques contour brush. So in comparison as well, this one is slightly softer, and it's been quite faithful. I might have to get another one of these because it's really good for getting in. It's a really nice brush. This seemed to put too much product on my face. This one I was able to lightly do it. So they're my contouring brushes. Next up, a foundation brush. I haven't used this one. It looks pretty good in terms of foundation brush, but I don't use foundation brushes. I either use my beauty blender, apologies for the disgustingness of it, which I use today, or I used to use this one, which is the buffing brush. This is the one by Real Techniques, but yesterday when I used it, I've been using it for a while, and I have cleaned it a few times, and I only cleaned it at the weekend. It felt really hard when I was putting the foundation into my face, so when I was stippling like this, it wasn't very nice, which is why I went back to this kabuki brush, the flat top one here. That one's really soft, and it's really dense, and it feels really nice. So in terms of foundation, I probably won't use this, but I might give it to my partner because they do use a foundation brush very similar to this, although this one's a bit smaller than theirs. So this could probably get right into the eyes. I won't use it. I wanted to buy it to feel the texture and the quality. The bristles do seem really soft. But yeah. So next one. So the last brush, which is meant to be for face, it's a concealer brush. But I actually think it is a very good brush for getting product for eyeshadow. And I use this one to do the whole of my eye with. I really like this. This is the F102. So the F means face, I guess, and they've got E, which means eyes. But this is quite a nice brush. It's actually slightly dense, so you can really get the colour on. It's not as fluffy as some of the other brushes. In comparison though, I use this brush normally, which is an Eco Tools one that I got in my Love Me Beauty box recently, and this is a really soft, tapered, quite a thick brush, and that one I use for all over the eye, and I can get quite a lot of product with this one, and I actually really like this brush for an all over eyeshadow. Next we have this is meant to be the E103, and this is the fluffy kind of blending brush. This isn't as fluffy as some of my others, which I think I prefer. So I bought, sorry, I'm going into my box and I probably should have had these all prepared. I bought a set of these, oh gosh. I bought a set of these sort of bamboo bristled brushes. That's not the right one. I wish I could find the one that I'm looking for. That's it. And in that set there were two. There was one angled and one very fluffy brush here. And I really like these for blending. And this is probably for contouring, eye contouring, so I'll show you that brush in a minute. But these are slightly longer bristles, and I know a lot of people prefer not to have that, but when it comes to the fluffy ones, these are really, really soft. And actually a few of my favourite eyeshadow brushes come from this bamboo set, and this is again from eBay and very, very cheap. I think it must have been about £8 odd. This is good for blending, but I found it a little bit scratchy. I was going up into the corner here with it, with the dark colour, and trying to blend into the crease with my crease colour, and yeah, it was slightly scratchy, so I was a bit concerned. And also the other scratchy one was this one. This is the eye contouring brush, the E102. They feel soft when you run your finger over it, but there's something in the bristles that really hurts when you put it across your eye. So I did use this one to put on the darker colour at the edges, and it was okay. I probably will use them. The good thing about them is they're very dense, so if you want lots of colour, you will get that. So the other brush which I got was this one, and this is just the eyeshadow brush, and this is E101. Now this one I thought would, when I saw it, I thought it would be a bit longer, and I thought it'd be the one that you could sort of pack on colour with, a bit like this one, which is my all-time favourite brush, and this was from that bamboo set, as you can see. and it's just a very thin, I don't know whether you can see that, very thin flat brush, really densely packed in. And to put eyeshadow on, this is my favourite. It literally gets all of this, the eyeshadow, especially the shimmers, really packs it on, really gives me a dramatic look. I'll just show you once again. I would normally put lots and lots of shimmer there. This one, however, was good for getting right into the corner and doing the kind of highlighting colour. Under the eye, it was very good, and very good because it's so flat and thin. I don't know whether you can see. That was really good for getting close into the lashes. However, one of my favourite brushes to do that is from Real Techniques, and this is this one, which is slightly shorter and slightly thinner, and this is actually called the Accent Brush, and I use that for, usually I use it top or bottom to go underneath the lash line. They are actually slightly longer, if you see that. Look, that's how much longer they are. But yeah, it was good. It was a good brush, but again, it was slightly scratchy. So that wasn't very pleasant for me. And then finally, there is this angled, I think this is the Eyebrow Brush. Now, I haven't done my brows. I haven't used it. But actually, it does feel nice. So I will give it a go. It might be very good as using, again, for under the eye, getting right into the lash line. And this is the E104. So if you haven't tried any of these brushes, I think if you're starting out and you want to try new brushes, they are good. But for £25 for the set of 9, and for a set of, it wasn't 10, I got a set of 8 kabuki brushes. This style, they look a bit like the Sigma brushes, and they are, I have to say, they've been really good to me. I use this one for highlighter, by the way. But these kabuki brushes that you get in a set of, I got in a set of 10 for these, and I got a set of, I think 12 or 14 of these, these handled brushes, these ones, which were a kabuki set as well, but and they were an eyebrow set. They were 8 and these were 6, and that still comes to less than the 9 brushes. So I don't regret buying them, but I would definitely think twice. I would maybe think about just getting the ones that you really need. I wanted to try them out for you all, and I wanted to do a review for you all. And yes, I think they are, you know, they're pretty decent brushes as they go, but I think there are better ones at the moment out there. If you're happy to go to eBay and look for some brushes, then yeah, maybe it's a good idea. But if you wanted to get a nice sleek black set that goes together, I would, yeah, definitely recommend the Makeup Revolution ones. But yeah, there were a couple that were a bit too scratchy. So anyway, that's my thoughts on those brushes. I have been requested to kind of review them and give my opinion by a couple of you guys that watch my channel, so thank you very much. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Subscribe if you want to my channel. There is a giveaway going on at the moment, and you can comment if you want, talk about your experiences with the brushes if you've bought them. And what's the other thing? Yeah, give it a thumbs up. Oh my god, I'm absolutely losing my brain. I've got so much to do today, so I'm just trying to get these videos done. There may be a couple more actually. Get these videos done and then, you know, get them uploaded for you guys. So have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.